hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's our last NFL game for a little while. Kate Scott's joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth, and as has been the case for over a half-decade now, partner, one spot in this game reserved for the Kansas City Chiefs. Sixth time in 7 years that they are here, and this might just be the most motivated that they have ever been.
Yeah, what do they say, Kate? Familiarity breeds contempt. And usually we find that right in rivalry games or in division games. This game is because these two, they know each other so well. And these Chiefs, being blown out a year ago by Philadelphia, you know they want revenge. And more than anything, they want history, an opportunity to win 3 in 4 years. It's been done twice before, and this could be the third.
With millions watching worldwide, the ball is away and the Super Bowl has begun. Here's Smith on the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey, well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each rung of the playoffs, and it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Now one of the Chiefs in some pain out there, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's helped by the trainers. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
2nd down run by Pacheco. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's worthy of running the slant. And they take him down right along the 30.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 30-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. They get 13 on the pickup, and the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
13 yards on the play. That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
17 yards.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Here's Mahomes on the sneak. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
They'll run, Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Go with my number 1. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
The play lost a yard.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest, but man, it is tough to imagine this guy getting any better than he was on that opening drive, huh?
Yeah, you hear me all the time just talk about getting a quarterback in a rhythm, right?
Yeah.
Just feel of the game. Yeah, you can't be much better than that. A perfect 5 for 5, and to finish it off for 6, that is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. Escapes the defender. Making some progress here. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness, but I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Hurts on first down. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Hurts now from the gun. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First down, Eagles.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive block. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Elliott connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Nico Rumihio. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now for the second time, we're going to look at this Kansas City offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. Doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't. Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second and 10, still at the 28. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Chiefs, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Hits him on the in route. And they get this down to the 28. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Romped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
So we're officially through one here in the Super Bowl. The Chiefs in control so far. More from Santa Clara coming up. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. To the air, Mahomes. That's him on a quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Here's a screen setup for Pacheco. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Looking to throw Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Again, Mahomes to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs now lead by 10. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11.
Chiefs 14, Eagles 3.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Xavier Gibson now to return. Things going well so far. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, Hurts. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they come, second down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one connects. And he's going to have him a first and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Here's another for him. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a one-score game in the first half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 4.
14. Eagles 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chiefs and Hollywood Brown back to the field once again. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
That type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Second and 10.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. Rolling from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
QB sneak coming. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
A tie in baseball, Kate, well, we know it goes to the runner. A tie at the line of scrimmage on a sneak, well, in this case, it goes to the defense.
The Chiefs looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes Matt Ariza to handle it. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And it's going to be second down. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And they'll start some work to do now on third down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? They'll throw, 3rd and long. Oh, he's got to run for it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Has it at the 37. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood and infield. The Chiefs offense out to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Off play action, it's Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Has it in close. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
1st and 10 from the 41. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one gonna go against the D.
Pass interference. Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. One of the tight ends motioning left. Running it after the penalty. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs now lead by 10. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11.
Chiefs 21, Eagles 10. Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. Gibson now to return. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning. It's the Eagles beginning their drive here. First down throwing for Hurts. Hauled in by Gunner, left side. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Hurts now from the gun. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
First down, Eagles.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Philadelphia.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Steps up and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles make it a 1-score game before halftime. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 4.
Eagles 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Chiefs getting out there on offense one last time in this opening half. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. They just get the play off. Right back to Worthy. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So we've reached the half here in the Super Bowl, and we know our pal Scott Hansen has been watching intently. He's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our 2 teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our 3rd quarter. Enough waiting. Let's crown a champion, shall we? The 2nd half of the Super Bowl is underway. Gibson now to return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Low right side, caught by Smith. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
31-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Hurts. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And that brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Pass complete to Goddard. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
And again, here's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Hurts throwing again. One is caught. This one doesn't get much. Down to the 41. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Third and long. They're going to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And it's 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And they avoid a return on the play. This one bounces and gets out at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They send a man in motion. 3rd and 2. Mahomes to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate, but the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had.
Incomplete.
So that brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and
This
10.
defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Another throw for Mahomes. Here's a screen sound for Pacheco. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Again, Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route complete. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Now Hurts. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. Jukes away from one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Has some daylight through the 40.
That run may not have gotten you a 1st, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's 2nd and inches at the 44-yard line.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs now lead by 10. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11.
Chiefs 28, Eagles 17.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
For Kansas City.
Bigsby with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught with Saquon Barkley. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
QB keeps the second down option. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against a front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Barkley off the pistol give. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. Fields this at the 19. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Kate, I can promise you, if you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
1st down carry for Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. That's another quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. Can't Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Running in the red zone. And he's going to be 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal. So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. The Chiefs have it with the lead, a chance to add a 4th title to their trophy case. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs push their lead to 18.
35. Eagles 17. Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. Bigsby with the return. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Hurts now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
1st and 10 from the 41. Hurts to throw. He's got Smith. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Devontae Smith. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
2nd down now. They need 7. It's Hurts once again. It's a screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, that was great timing. Great timing by the big fellas to get out in front of that screen. You could see it coming. Running back has the lineman in front of him to clear a little space, and it was all about his athleticism after that.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Hurts yet again. He finds Dotson left side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Eagles.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. first down, a run with Barkley. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's tackled for a short gain. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles make it an 11-point ball game.
Chiefs 35, Eagles 24.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Mejio with the return. Escapes the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get it up to the 27.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
The Eagles go dime for this 3rd down call. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. He gets it to Rice. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Catch made. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference, and that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. Matt Ariza, the one to send it away. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's keeping it. He dodged the tackle. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. Now this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. They just get tired there as a pack.
And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So 4th down coming up.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down. Desperation time here. Got his man. That's Brown again. Did he get there? Did he get there? I don't think so. Yeah, the refs agree. He's marked short, and it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Chiefs' offense out to take over. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll run now with Pacheco. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Here's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for second down.
He was taken down
The
behind
Eagles
line of
decide to
scrimmage.
spend their third and
It's a
final
loss of
timeout.
2. Brings up
And this could be an
second
issue
and
the rest of the
12
way with no way
at
to
the
stop this
Eagles'
clock.
31-yard line.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Back to throw, Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Isaiah Pacheco.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. They motion the tight end over. Here he goes, third and long. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
So on fourth down, the Chiefs field goal units and Harrison Butker headed out. This a 48-yard look for him. Butker knocks it through, and that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Bigsby with the return. Jukes away from one. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Jump off caught by his back. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well.
Holding offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Now Hurts. They set up the screen to get Smith. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Complete to Devontae Smith. A 10-yard pickup brings up second down at the 39-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Eagles losing by 14. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Hurts now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Third and a lone yard coming up. To throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on fourth down. Throwing now. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4.
Philadelphia.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
And they get this down to the 28. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of him. It's 1st and 10. Hurts throwing again. He's got Smith again. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Hurts yet again. He keeps it and takes off. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays right before the snap. You know, if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
And for the 4th time in 7 seasons, the NFL belongs to Kansas City. The Chiefs dynasty claims another Super Bowl. Well, if you thought last year's loss to the Eagles was going to spell the end of the Chiefs' run of success, you obviously haven't been paying attention to this team. Any time that they have faced a setback the last decade, Brock, they've only come back stronger and returned once again to the top of the NFL.
You just kind of run out of adjectives at times, right? Remarkable, resilient, tough. But more than anything, they're champions. And they have done it in a way and a manner in this day and age that very few have ever done it.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic